Hey, what's up, guys? This is the other movie, the fourth movie that I thought was decent, relatively speaking. There's three others that you'll never see. One you can't because it's lost. So what is this already right off the bat? This is shot in a silent film style, gothic style, a period style, if you could believe that. Tears of a Werewolf. For some reason, I didn't have the credit on there. So, Tears of a Werewolf is like a homage to the old Universal Wolfman movies, but in old silent movies. It was all done with like dialogue. Also, a big influence on this was Paul Naschy films. Now, right here, I always thought this shot is very expressionist. I look like Frankenstein, I look like Boris Karloff. The way they lit him, and of course, I used even a cheaper work light than the one I had in the vampire film. It was like one of the ones that looks like a bell, and there's the moon. Right, and for some reason, the editing on this didn't work out as good. The VCR I was using, it kept saying play, and there's little gaps because it was very difficult to edit with the two VCRs, but. And it was a little more complex. I tried to go for a more cinematic look, and right off the bat, you notice with the lighting and the black and white, you take the video look out. It adds to, it doesn't look like video as much. So now, there's the Wolfman. You can see my hairy cheeks. You can see the hair in my nose. And I got those fangs that I had as the vampire. And so you can also see with the VHS, when you tape over and tape over, you get those rainbow lines with the tape. Like I said, that's the look. Right? That's the look you have. I look like Don King. But like I said, it was fun. I really always wanted to make this, and if I ever make films in the future, God forbid, they're only going to be like this, silent and black and white, like homages to silent cinema. Because to have me try to act, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, and this is my oldest friend again, playing like a grave robber, a cockney dude that just killed somebody to rob them, right? So he's like one of those lumping, cannon fodder people that the werewolf takes out. Yes, right. Got you, man. But now, of course, it's called Tears of a Werewolf because the werewolf story is tragic. I mean, the original story is very tragic. The guy becomes a werewolf because he tries to save a woman who's being attacked. So his price for his heroism. Oh, you crying, son? His price for his heroism is to become a monster. And of course, the Paul Naschy movies are similar. So now, obviously, this is a flashback. So we have a more complex narrative than just straight ahead. Right? And this was in Dutchess Camp is on a trail in the woods, and there he is. Like look kind of like like a brawny kind of not leading man looking dude, kind of like Paul Naschy or Lon Chaney Jr. Right? So obviously I've just been bit by obviously the werewolf. And I remember filming it. I actually think my mom was helping with this. Man, there were ticks everywhere, dude. I was picking ticks off me for a minute. So there's a cool Buddha statue that was plastic from, I think, some lawn and garden place. And there's my friend again doing a double roll. Hey. There's, I guess, a gypsy woman. I don't know what the hell that thing would put on his head. Right, you'll become a wolf when the moon is full. Right? And then, okay, so there he is. He's chained himself up so he doesn't hurt anybody. Kind of, like the Lon Chaney, the tragic. My favorite Universal film is always going to be Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. That movie, I remember watching it as a kid, and I was just amazed how this the hero was just like, remember they're singing that song "To Life" or whatever, right? And he's like, I don't want to live, I want to die. Like, he was yelling at everybody, being a negative Nancy. Oh, the pentagram, you know what that means, right? Obviously, I have the camera. Also, as you know, it's the camera angles, especially for this stuff, when you want a cinematic thing. Not that I'm an expert, but pointing the camera upwards, and downwards and all over really helps things. Right? Come on, you can't get those plastic chains. I got those I think at Home Depot. Actually, I got a lot of stuff at Home Depot. So so he's a good man. He's like a romantic. He's a tragic hero. He knows he has the curse of the werewolf, right? But he doesn't want to kill anybody. So he's gonna try to figure out how to find a cure using science, right? Because they thought that science was gonna explain everything. So this is my grandfather's desk. He's probably sleeping when I was shooting this. Like trying to look very scholarly. Obviously, this man is a upper class man, right? A man of means or whatever. And that desk, you see that in all the old movies. My grandfather had that. It folds out, a study, like you'd have it in a study. So I thought, and that's I'm trying to figure out maybe making a cure, right, with these bottles. I remember buying those, I think at Michael's, those glasses, and it's it's like Gatorade, like the different color Gatorade. Obviously, it's black and white, so it don't matter. But I'm trying to, maybe this will be a cure for lycanthropy. And that's the thing to my grandfather. He had some old furniture from back in the day. So shooting next to the old furniture, I was trying to get a period feel as best you could. And being silent, it was great. So if you hear an airplane go over, or a motorcycle, or cars go by, or rap music or whatever, you wouldn't hear it because it's silent. Yep. You think that's gonna work? Nope. Science ain't gonna help you. Yeah, those old bookshelves. I wish I would have kept those, but I don't really. I try not to have big pieces of furniture in case I gotta move around. But I miss those. Those were good. And that grandfather clock. I remember that thing waking me up all the time. So, okay. And this was a year after my fiance had died, and this was one of her friends. I'm trying not to show her too much because I don't have a permission. But this is one of her friends, and she helped me out, being the what is she doing? He trusts her. Yeah, this works. She's calling up the police inspector. Right. Alright, so she's gonna try to take this dude's money. And then that's my stepdad. He probably wanted to do that for real a couple of times when I was younger. And there's the asylum. Right? That's I don't know what that place was. It was on the Hudson River. It was like some building I would pass when I would go up there with my girl back when she was alive. I said that would be cool as a location. Alright, so now, look at the rainbows, man. That's the videotape. The interlacing, they called it. And look now. Yeah, the shadows actually work pretty decent. Now he wants revenge, right? Right? He's getting red pilled back in 2006. I remember, was it Bark at the Moon? Remember the video? It was a really cool video. It was actually shot on video. The Ozzy. I always thought the ending was kind of cucky. Like, how about if Ozzy, became a werewolf and got revenge on his wife for having him locked up? I just thought of that as part of this. Here we go. I think those fangs again. Actually, they look better for a werewolf. And now he's loose, hunting that backyard again. That backyard was awesome. I missed that place. The moon again. You drinking your sparkling grape juice. It's supposed to be champagne. Like, ha ha ha! I'm rich now. I have all this money. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Don't last for long. I remember too that the guest room there had some old stuff from my grandparents in there too. So all this kind of, I wouldn't say it's antique, but it wasn't worth anything. But the older looking stuff really helped. You couldn't really film a period piece with I don't know, IKEA furniture or anything like that. And those gloves, I remember getting those gloves, man. Just the werewolf gloves. Yeah. And this is a nice expressionist shot. Okay, the shadows, right? The whole thing of expressionism is shadows and lighting and all that, and it really does add to what you're really trying to get with horror, okay? Even though Lovecraft despised horror films, oh, it's time for revenge, madame. Anyway, I don't want to show her face too much, so she was cool for helping me. Yeah. I got you. Oh, and there you go. I don't know why it did that. I remember being annoyed, but I was like, whatever. Now he wakes up, after the night of bloody murder. Yeah. Remember that costume straitjacket? It was so cheap, like your hands would come out of it. But whatever. Oh, Inspector gets him with the cap gun. Oh, got you. That's it. Case closed. And of course, the flashback goes back. And now, this is the only movie I ever did that sort of had like a happy ending. Right? Now he's on the run. Right? I must use this curse to destroy only evil. So it's kind of like the Paul Nashy films, where there's literally like 8 or 9 films of this character. And he doesn't, he ends up, a lot of times he ends up fighting other monsters and lots of evil humans, mad scientists, criminal grave robbers, and evil femme fatales. So I thought that would be kind of like a funny thing where, the guy, they, like what show you did, The Incredible Hulk, where at the end he'd have to leave with the sad music. And that's that road in Dutchess County again. The end. Yeah, so that was Tears of a Werewolf. It was fun. I had the most fun doing this. Oh, Future Adventures. What? What is this? Yeah, I had the most fun doing this of all the stuff I did. Yeah, and there's my friend again. I remember that Frankenstein head. They actually sold that at Walmart. You can laugh at it, but I thought it was cool. It was like, if you want to make a Frankenstein. So now the Wolfman is hiding behind this little bush somehow in the backyard. And they're gonna fight. Yeah, I'll choke you. And this we shot this in October. I remember we had a lot of fun doing it. Boom, yeah, take that. All right. And so this was like a psycho. My friend again now is like this escaped psycho with the axe murderer, and that's the sledgehammer with the axe head that I used at the end of Dark Harvest to smash the rotting pumpkins. So now I'm fighting this evil psycho murderer dude. So you can see the werewolf is now sort of a hero, or more heroic. Right? It was my money. It was my money. Right. Yeah. It's funny. And so now my friend again, we got all this toilet paper, we wrapped them up like a mummy. So if you ever see a Simon Terror with Paul Nashy, there's actually a werewolf versus mummy fight that is awesome.